First problem, we have y double prime plus 2y prime plus 5y is equal to e raised to t, where our y sub 0 is equal to 0 plus y prime sub 0 is equal to 0. So first we will write this. Our double prime y is equal to s squared y sub s minus s y sub 0 minus y sub 0 plus 2 times s y sub s minus y sub 0 plus 5 y sub s is equal to e raised to t. This is equal to 0, this is 0, this is also 0. So left is s squared y sub s minus s times 0 minus 0 plus 2s y sub s minus 0 plus 5y sub s is equal to, our e raised to t is equal to 1 over s minus 1. And to write this is equal to s squared y sub s plus 2s plus 5 y sub s is equal to 1 over s minus 1. And we have s squared plus 2s plus 5 times y sub s is equal to 1 over s minus 1, and we will multiply this whole into 1 over s squared plus 2s plus 5 so that we can cancel out this, and we have y sub s is equal to 1 over s minus 1 times s squared plus 2s plus 5. And to solve this, we will use a partial fraction, which we have y times our a is over s minus 1 plus bs plus c is over s squared plus 2s plus 5. And using CAM method, we have our a is equal to 1 over s squared plus 2s plus 5. And the value of our s is equal to 1. And to substitute that, value of our a is 1/8. And second, to get the value of b and c, we will use coefficient method, which we have 1 over s minus 1 times s squared plus 2s plus 5 is equal to a over s minus 1 plus bs plus c all over s squared plus 2s plus 5. And we will multiply this, the whole equation, into s minus 1 times s squared plus 2s plus 5. And we have 1 is equal to a times s squared plus 2s plus 5 plus b s squared minus plus c times s minus 1. And the value of our a, to substitute that, we have 1 over 8 times s squared plus 2s plus b plus c times s minus 1. And we will get the coefficient of s squared, which is equal to 1 over 8 plus b. And to get the value of b, we have b is equal to negative 1 over 8. And the coefficient of s, we have 1/4, since 1/8 times 2 is equal to 1/4 minus 1 plus c. So to get the value of c, we have our c is equal to 5/4. And to substitute that, we have Laplace of 1/8 over s minus 1 minus 1 over 8s plus 5 over 4 all over s squared plus 2s plus 5. And we have this can be equal 1/8 and e raised to t minus Laplace of 1/8. Take out 8. So we have s plus 10 all over s squared plus 2s plus 1 plus 4. So we separate 1 and 4. So we have 1/8 e raised to t minus 1/8 Laplace of s plus 1 plus 9 all over s plus 1 squared plus 4. So we have 1 over 8 e raised to t minus 1/8 Laplace of s plus 1, separate that, all over s plus 1 squared plus 4 plus 9 all over s plus 1 squared plus 4. And continuing this, we have equal to 1/8 e raised to t minus 1 over 8 e raised to t cosine 2t plus 9 e raised to t Laplace of 1 s squared plus 4. So this can be equal to 1/8 e raised to t minus 1/8 e raised to t cosine 2t plus 9 e raised to t, and we will multiply 1/2 so that we have Laplace of 2 all over s squared plus 4 can be equal to 1/8 e raised to t minus 1/8 e raised to t cosine of 2t plus 9 e raised to t times 1/2, and this is equal to sine of 2t. So this is our final answer. Our second problem, we have double prime y plus 8y prime plus 32y equals 32 sine of 40, where our y sub 0 is equal to 0 and our y prime sub 0 is equal to 0. So first, we'll get the value of double y prime. So this is s squared minus y sub s minus sy sub 0 minus y sub 0 plus 8 times sy sub s minus y sub 0 plus 32 y sub s equals 32 sine of 40. And this is equal to 0, 0. This is 0. So to rewrite this, we have s squared y sub s plus 8s y sub s plus 32y sub s equals 32 4 over s squared plus 16. So we have y sub s times s squared plus 8s plus 32 equals to 32 4 over s squared plus 16, and we'll multiply this into 1 over s squared plus 8s plus 32, so that we can get the value of y sub s is equal to 32 times 4 is 128 over s squared plus 16 times s squared plus 8s plus 32. And we'll do it by partial fraction. So we have a over s minus 4 plus b raised to s plus 4 plus cs plus d whole over s squared plus 8s plus 32. And to get the value of a and b, we'll do it by CAM method. So we have a is equal to 128 over s plus 4 times s squared plus 8s plus 32, and our s is equal to 4. And to substitute that, we can get the value of a, which is 16 over 11, and our b is equal to 128 over s plus 4 over s minus 4 s minus 4 sorry s minus 4 times s squared plus 8s plus 32, and our s is equals to negative 4. This can be equal to negative 1. And to get the value of c and d, we'll use a coefficient method, which is 128 all over s minus 4 times s plus 4 times s squared plus 8s plus 32 is equal to a over s minus 4 plus bs plus 4 plus cs plus d all over s squared plus 8s plus 32. And we will multiply this into s minus 4 times s plus 4 times s squared plus 8s plus 32. And we have 128 is equal to a times s cubed plus 12s squared plus 64s plus 128 plus b times s cubed plus 4s squared minus 128 plus c times s cubed plus 16s plus d times s squared plus 16. And we will substitute the value of a, which is 16 over 11 times s cubed plus 12s squared plus 64s plus 128 plus our b is negative 1 times s cubed plus 4s squared minus 128 plus c times s cubed plus 16s plus d times s squared plus 16. And we will get the coefficient of s cubed, which is 0, is equal to 16 over 11 minus 1 plus c, and our c is equal to 27 over 11, and coefficient of s squared is equal to 0, is equal to minus 4 plus d, and our d is equal to 236 over 11. So we have Laplace of 16 over 11 over s minus 4 plus negative 1 s plus 4 plus 27 over 11 s plus 236 over 11 whole over s squared plus 8s plus 32. We have 16 over 11 e raised to 40 plus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 Laplace of s plus 236 over s squared plus 8s plus 16 plus 16. have 16 over 11 e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 Laplace of s plus 4 plus 192 over 11 all over s plus 4 squared plus 16. We have 16 over 11 e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11. We'll separate this. We have s plus 4 squared plus 16 plus 192 over 11 s plus 4 squared plus 16. We have 16 over 11 e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 e raised to negative 40 Laplace of s over s squared plus 16 plus 192. We will take out 192 over 11 and we will times to 1/4 so that we can have Laplace of 4 all over s plus 4 squared plus 16. This will become 16 over 11 e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 e raised to negative 40 cosine of 40 plus 192 over 11 times 140 is equal to 48 over 11 e raised to negative 40 Laplace of 1 over s squared plus 16. We have 16 over 11 raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 e raised to negative 40 cosine of 40 plus 48 over 11 e raised to negative 40 and we'll multiply 1/4 so that we can have Laplace of 4 over s squared plus 16. This can be equal to 16 over 11 e raised to 40 minus e raised to negative 40 plus 27 over 11 e raised to negative 40 plus 48 cosine 40 plus 48 over 11 e raised to negative 40 times 1/4 sine of 40. So this is our final answer. Our third problem, we have double prime of y plus y prime minus 2y equals 3 cosine of 3t minus 11 sine of 3t, where y sub 0 is equal to 0 and y prime sub 0 is equal to 6. So we have, this can be equal to s squared minus y sub s minus sy sub 0 minus y prime sub 0 plus sy sub s minus y sub 0 minus 2y sub s is equal to 3 cosine of 3t is 11 sine of 3t. And we have s squared y sub s minus 6 plus y sub s minus 2y sub s is equal to 3 raised over s squared plus 9 minus 11 3 over s squared plus 9. Y sub s is equal to s squared plus s minus 2 minus 6 equal to 3 over s squared plus 9 minus 11 a over s squared plus 9. We have y sub s equal to, we factor a, so we have s plus 2 times s minus 1. 18 s, because with this 6 we'll transfer this and will times 6 times 3 is 18. So we have 18 s over s squared plus 9 minus 11 times 6 equals 66. 3 over s squared plus 9. We'll multiply this whole equation to 1 for s plus 2 times s minus 1. So this will become 18s minus 198 over s squared plus 9 equal to 18s minus 198 all over s squared plus 9 times s plus 2 times s minus 1. So we have y of sub s is equal to a for s minus 1 plus b over s plus 2 plus cs plus d for s squared plus 9. So we have a is equal to 18s minus 198 over s plus 2 times s squared plus 9, and where our s is equal to 1, so value of our a is negative 6, and b is equal to 18s minus 198 over s minus 1 times s squared plus 9, where our s is equal to negative 2, this will be equal to negative 6. And to get the value of c and d, we'll use the coefficient method. So we have 18s minus 198 over s minus 1 times s squared plus 9 is equal to a over s minus 1 plus b s plus 2 plus cs plus d over s squared plus 9. And we will multiply the whole equation into s minus 1 times s plus 2 times s squared plus 9. So that we have 18s minus 198 is equal to a times s cubed plus 2s squared plus 9s plus 18 plus b times s cubed minus s squared plus 9s minus 9 plus c times s cubed plus s squared minus 2s plus d times s squared plus s minus 2. This will become 18s minus 198 is equal to negative 6 times s cubed plus 2s squared plus 9s plus 18 minus 6, which is the value of our b, times s cubed minus 2s plus 9s minus 9 plus c times s squared s cubed plus s squared minus 2s plus d times s squared plus s minus 2. To get the coefficient of s cubed, it's going to be equal to negative 6 plus 1 plus c, where the value of our c is equal to negative 5. And coefficient of s squared is equal to negative 12 plus 1 plus d, where the value of our d is equal to 13. So to get the Laplace, we have Laplace of negative 6 s minus 1 plus negative 6 for s plus 2 plus 5s plus 13 all over s squared plus 9. This can be equal to 6e raised to t minus 6e raised to negative 2t minus 5 Laplace of s minus 13 over 5 over s squared plus 9 plus 6s minus 6s. We have negative 5 Laplace of s plus 3 minus 2 over 5 all over s plus 3 squared minus 6s. We have negative 5 Laplace of will separate. We have s plus 3 all over s plus 3 squared minus 6s minus 2 over 5 minus 3 over s plus 3 squared minus 6s. Have negative 5 e raised to 3t Laplace of 1 over s minus 6 minus 2 over 5 e raised to 3t Laplace of 6 s times s minus 6. We have negative 5 e raised to negative 3t times e raised to 6t times 1 minus 2 over 5 e raised to negative 3t times 6 e raised to 6t times 1. So the final answer is 6 e raised to t minus 6 e raised to negative 2t minus 5 e raised to negative 3t times e raised to 6t minus 2 over 5 e raised to negative 3 6 e raised to 6t. And this is our final answer. Last problem, we have to solve the simultaneous differential equations, which we have dx over dt is equals to y minus x, and we have dy over dt equals to x, where our x sub 0 is equal to 0 and y sub 0 is equal to 1. So we need to get dx over dt is equal to y minus x, and our dx dx is equal to y minus x, dx minus y plus x is equal to 0, dx minus x minus y equals 0, d minus 1 times x minus y is equal to 0, and this is our equation 1. And for the equation 2, we have dy over dt is equal to 2x, our dy is equal to 2x, dy minus 2x is equal to 0, our dy minus 2x equals 0. 2x equals to 0, and this is our equation 2. For the equation 3, we have 2 times d minus 2 times x minus 2y is equal to 0, and this is our equation 3. And we have d minus 1 times dy minus d minus 1 times 2x equals to d minus 1. And our d squared minus d times y minus 2x times d minus 1 is equal to negative 1 minus 1. So we have 2 times d minus 1 plus d squared minus d times y equals 1. So we have a negative 2y plus d squared minus y, d squared minus y equals to 1. So we have negative 2 plus d squared minus d y equals 1, d squared minus d minus 2 equal to 1. So we have a double prime of y minus y prime minus 2 equals to 1. So we get the value of s squared minus y sub s minus sy sub 0 minus y prime 0 sub 0 minus sy sub s minus y sub 0 minus 2 This will be equal to 1. So we have s squared y sub s minus sy sub s minus 2 equals to 1 over s. So we have s squared minus s y sub s minus s minus 2 equals to 1 over s. So our y sub s times s squared minus s equal to 1 over s means s minus 2. We have y sub s is equal to 1 over s times s minus 4 times s squared minus s. Y sub s is equal to a over s plus b over s minus 4 plus c s plus b whole over s squared minus s. And to get the value of a, we have a is equal to s over s minus 4 times s squared minus 5, and where s is equal to 0, value of this is equals to 1/4. Value of b is equals to s over s times s squared minus s, where or s equals to 4. And to replace the value which is 4 in s, we have 1 over 48. Then we have to get the value of our c and d, we have used the coefficient method. So we have 1 over s times s minus 4 times s squared minus s equal to a over s plus b over s minus 4 plus c s plus d whole over s squared minus s. And we have 1 is equal to 1/4 over s cubed minus 5s squared minus 4s plus 1 over 48, which is the value of b, times s cubed minus s squared plus c times s squared minus 4s squared plus d times s squared minus 4s. And to get the coefficient of s cubed, this can be equal to negative 1/4 plus 1 over 48 plus c, which is the value of our c is equal to 11 over 48. To get the coefficient of s squared is equal to 5 over 4 minus 1 over 48 minus 4 plus d. So the value of our d is equal to negative 133 over 48. And get the Laplace value of 1/4 over s plus 1 over 48 all over s minus 4 plus 11 over 48 minus 133 over 48 all over s squared minus 5 squared. So this can be equal to negative 1/4 plus 1 over 48 e raised to 40 plus 11 over 48 Laplace of s minus 133 over 48 all over s squared minus s square root of plus square root of 2 over 2. And so this plus 11 48 Laplace of s minus 1 half minus 109 over 48 all over s minus 1 half squared plus square root of 2 over 2. And we have 11 plus 11 48 e raised to 1 half t 1 half t plus Laplace of s over s squared plus square root of 2 over 2 minus 109 over 48 raised to 1 half t Laplace of 1 over s squared plus square root of 2 over 2. This can be equal to L plus 11 over 48 raised to 1 half t cosine of 0.84 minus 109 over 48 e raised to 1 half t 0.84 Laplace of 0.84 over s squared plus square root of 2 over 2. And the final answer is negative 1/4 plus 1 over 48 e raised to 40 plus 11 over 48 e raised to 1 half t cosine of 0.84 minus 109 over e 8 over e raised to 1 half t 0.84 times sine of 0.84 t. This is our final answer. In this topic, I was able to solve differential equations using Laplace transform and being familiarized and solve other forms of Laplace transform. And through the solving activity, it helps me to enhance my knowledge and skills in solving these problems.